Well, afternoon, guys and gals. It's a great afternoon here in eastern New Mexico, West Texas, I call it. About 35 miles straight west of the New Mexico-Texas line, West Texas. Little town called Floyd, America. Out here on my family farm. Just wanted to kind of visit with y'all for a little while. No big deal. Just kind of tell you why I do what I do. Why I'm a YouTuber. Why I'm a FarmTuber. Why I do what I do. It takes time to be a FarmTuber. All the editing, all the carrying a camera around, stopping on the end of the turn row to put that GoPro on that plow just right, and matching it up with your phone and watching and recording, and doing time-lapse videos and thinking about what you're gonna record, what you're gonna say, and then putting your ugly face on air, for everybody to see. All your mistakes, all your just everything is just out there when you're a FarmTuber. And and I enjoy it. I enjoy showing you our way of life on the farm. I enjoy spending time with my YouTube family. Several of y'all are my friends I've known forever. And some of you I've never met. Some of you I'm friends with online, and I cherish every one of y'all. Y'all are my audience. Y'all are my friends. Y'all are my pals. Y'all are the ones I'm speaking to right now. Yes, you right now. You behind your phone, behind your tablet, behind your computer. I'm talking to you. I am thinking of you. I'm showing you my farm, my way of life, my family's way of life. Just a little history about me. I'm 47 years old. Raised just right down the road here. About a mile and a half down there's where my parents live, and where we farmed. It's all in CRP grass now, but some of it is. But where I was born and raised, I was born here in Portales and raised out here at Floyd. I went to kindergarten through 12th grade here at Floyd Municipal Schools. Same way as my dad did, and same way as my kids are now today. We're third generation in this area, from this school, from this little town. I started farming at a young age. I think I was on my dad's 4010 John Deere tractor at the age of 8 or 9. I had a little 14-foot disc, and I disked right there, and Dad didn't have to do it, but he had a lot bigger discs back then. But he'd put me over there doing some of the little layout acres, they called them back then, where they didn't even really farm that acres. They just they planted it and laid it out. You had to have so many layout acres back then, and with the government. And so he'd put me to plowing some of that, and crooked rows. I mean, I bet you I'd be on half-mile rows, and it'd be 2 miles long, because it'd be so crooked. But that's what we used to do, and that's where I was raised. And at the age of 12, I started running his 7700 turbo John Deere tractor or combine, and we used to raise a lot of wheat back then. A lot of wheat. Had everything to wheat back when I was a kid, and we'd cut wheat. I cut 70 truckloads of wheat that year. I was 12 years old, and I told Dad that, hey, I watched you all my life. He needed a truck driver, and I didn't have my driver's license, so I could drive the trucks, but I didn't have a driver's license. So I told him, I said, Dad, just take the truck off, and I'll run the combine for you. And I did. And at the age of 12, and I cut it all season long, and we cut, I cut 70 of the truckloads that year. And, you know, I got a 4630 John Deere tractor that year too. And I'd plow all summer long, I'd plow all summer long. And, after I graduated, and I met my wife and all, well, I think it was in 1996, 97, I started farming on our own. And, I started raising hay grazer. I got the hay bug with my uncle. He used to have a whole bunch of the pivots of alfalfa, and I helped him. And I kind of got the hay bug, and I started planting hay grazer, and I had a circle of alfalfa too. And that's how we got started. I got started with a government guaranteed loan from FHA, and I bought a 1972 model Case IH. No, not Case IH. Case JI case. 2470 four-wheel drive, yellow cab, no air conditioner. I put a evap air conditioner on it. Leaks water and smells like fish when you first turn it on. And that's what I plowed with. Had a 1979 wore out Ford pickup, and I borrowed some equipment from my dad, and that's how I started. Took two old 4800 Heston hay balers, and I put them together, and that was my first hay baler. Had a drag type swather, and I went in the hay business, and I did some custom work. I started doing that, and I started doing my own, and just having hard times. And I've been a firefighter. I was a firefighter for about 2.5 years, I guess. Paid firefighter. I was a volunteer firefighter for much longer, but I was paid for the city, and I run an ambulance, and I was a EMT intermediate IV tech. I had my firefighter 1 and 2, fire officer. I had my fire instructor, I think, and I had CPR instructor, and I had a whole bunch of certs. But anyway, I did that for a while I was farming. Just hard times. I've hauled milk. I've drove a milk truck. I've drove a feed truck. I've drove a manure truck. I've drove everything in the world trying to supplement my farm. And you might have to do it again. I mean, I'm not above all that, but pretty well self-made to where I am today. I've had a lot of good help. My dad has helped me jockey, has helped me plow some, has helped me advice mostly. He's never co-signed for me. He didn't want to run my business, and I didn't want him to run my business, and I didn't want to run his. So he was in the ranching at the time, and I was wanting to farm, and so I pretty well, me and my wife, we did it all on our own, and then our kids kind of helped me now, and this is what we do for a living, and I love sharing it with y'all. Every little hard time, just all these droughts and welding on my hitch to planting to harvesting, and I've got a lot more to come. I like sharing it with you. I like bringing them to you. I like editing them. I like having all that. I have so much footage of my family doing things now, and and that's just awesome. I record everything now, and there's I ought to make a blooper reel one of these days. That's just stuff we've said that I was like, oh no, I better cut that. And I ought to make me a blooper reel one of these days of all that. But maybe that's a good idea sometime. But all the hard times, all the good times, all the memories, they're here to come on here on my channel, and I appreciate being you being here, and I appreciate being a farm tuber and a vlogger, I guess they call us. I don't know what but I enjoy every minute of it. Of bringing all this to you. Every time I see the subscription bell ring, I'm like, oh yes, I got another one. Or I see y'all watch my videos, and you hit that like button, and it warms my heart. And I've been an author before. I wrote wrote. I have written 2 books, novels. One of them's a love story. So, if you can believe that. I've been to authors conventions before. And I love telling stories. I love writing. I love just all that kind of stuff. I've met so many people. I've met the what was it called? He wrote Goosebumps. R.L. Stein. I've met him at one of those deals. I've met a lot of good authors, a lot of good people all the way through. Firefighters. I know a bunch of firefighters from all over the place. I've fought fire with them. I've run EMS calls with them. I know a lot of people through that deal. I know a lot of people from truck driving. I've done so many things, and I really am a people person. I'm a hothead too. It's like most people are, or some people are, but I got a very warm heart, and I hope that shows sometimes through my videos. It may not. I might even have a little cooking on here every once in a while, because I love to cook. I'll make some good enchiladas, and I make some good breakfast, and I make a breakfast dish we call botulism, and made it deer hunting, and we all love it. So, but anyway, that's kind of my history. Me and my wife's been married since 1994, so it's coming up on 26 years. I've got 4 wonderful kids. My oldest is 23. She graduated college, and she's working for a college here in town. She's a recruiter, and she is always on the up, bringing kids to the college, and really just fulfilling their dreams and making their futures better by bringing them into the college. And that's just awesome. And and she's got such a loving, warming heart. My next daughter, she graduated from in Mexico State there in Las Cruces, ag communications. She's an ag kid, and she's over there at Texas Tech now. We just moved her, and she's over there doing her grad school over there, working for a professor over there, and she's going to be an aide for a professor, and very outspoken, very wanting to get the ag message out here to this to the public of what ag does. We feed the world. You don't eat my hay, but dairy cows and beef cows eat my hay, and you eat milk and beef. So, and goats and all that other kind of stuff, that all that feeds the world, and I do that. I provide that. And so it's all a chain, all the way from the parts store people. I know parts store people that we know each other real well. They feed the world because they feed us, and we feed them. And we all need farmers, and we need good parts guys. We need the people to keep the roads up. We need people to keep the electric lines going, the internet going, so our vlogs can get through. We're fixing to get fiber, so that's a good thing. It won't take me 3 hours to download a 15-minute video from now on, or have to drive in some parking lot with my laptop and download it that way, or upload it that way. But anyway, it takes everybody. It takes the mailman. It takes everybody doing it to feed the world. And I'm glad I can bring my little piece, and I'm a very little piece, bring my piece of the puzzle to you. We don't have any hired hands here. I do all the cutting. I do all the baling. My wife and kids rake. One of my boys plows some for me. I do most of the plowing, do all the planting. They help me fix things, get things around, bring me tools, lunch, parts, all that stuff. So they're, everybody's part of the chain. And most of the mechanicking I do. And the the decisions, everyday decisions, you know, me and my wife make. I do most of the banking. You know, my wife does all the government office there. What is it called? The ASA or the FSA office. Yeah, she handles all that, and I appreciate what she does for me. Very supportive. Do we get into fights? Oh yeah. Every family does to a certain extent. Do we love each other? Oh, you bet. And we know where each other's come from, and we all got shoulders to cry on, and we all got shoulders to brunt the storm too. So, you know, shoulders can be of many uses. So I got, you know, the massive support. You know, I'm sitting here on probably not a very much of a harvest year. It's just not raining in our country. Do we have time for it to rain? Yeah, we do. And I still could make it, you know. But past Labor Day, every day takes tons. And so, you know, we're just going to have less and less tons by the end of the year, the longer it goes without rain. So that's just kind of how it is. And I appreciate all y'all subscribing and liking all my videos, and I appreciate bringing them to you and making them to you. I look forward to every Wednesday and every Saturday when I do one, and I really look forward to sneaking one in on you every once in a while, because you know, I want to bring that to you. So thank you for sitting here for almost 17 minutes. And I appreciate you joining us. And hey, I'd love it if you would share my channel with the world, and spread the news. And you know, if there's anything I can educate you on that I know, and I don't know much, but if I can do something for y'all, well, I sure would love to do it, and show you a piece of my operation that you're wondering about. You know, everybody farms different. I mean, everybody farms different, from, you know, Trevor Bales down there in Arizona to Jay Hill down here at Del City, to Farmer Dan up here in the Panhandle, to the Wilkers up in Montana. We all farm differently, and you know, and we all need to learn what each other does, and it's neat seeing what everybody does and what everybody does different, what everybody does alike. I mean, we all have the same struggles. So, and a lot of them's weather, a lot of them's high fuel, high parts, high machinery costs, to just the everyday struggles. I mean, just the everyday, yeah, we all got them. So, and it's neat to see that. So, anyway, I appreciate you tuning in, and God bless, and thank you.